Hi, welcome to singularIt training, and welcome to this fourth video in our JHipster and vue.js series. In this video, we'll talk about how we can create entities based on the JDL format so that we can have an application that have entities that we can create, delete, or update. We'll go from the JDL application format and we'll update the entities so we can have fully working application. The JDL format is a text format that allows us to define how the entities are related together and what fields are part of those entities. There's a lot of options, including required, including the field length, so we're able to specify the length of the field, the minimum requirement. So there's a lot of options. We'll take the simple way on the model and we'll just import it into an existing project so we can create the entity and take a look at the application. So we will generate the menus for the entities that were left empty in the last video. And it will also generate some pages to list the object, but also to create and update those objects, including links to include files. Let's take a look on that and see how it goes. For this example, I took the space example from GitHub, JHipster samples. I only kept the entity section. We could also include application definition, but we'll take care of the application definition in another video. For this one, we'll take care only of the entity model. Thus, we take the entity model. We create a file here. I'm already in the project, so we'll be able to make the command directly in our project. And the next thing I want to do is to create this JDL file. Now that I get the JDL file, I'll go and use the command to generate those models. So JHipster import JDL space.jdl, which is my model. And that command will generate a lot of files, of extra files that are required for my project. Now that the project has completed the generation, we'll just take a look at the many files that were generated. Most of them are Java object and Java resources, so it basically created a Java repository, which is a Spring Boot repository. Also created the test, the enumeration, so we can have the our enum. It also created some view files and also created some tests for all those files, and also created all the view component with the model, the page, the detail page. So everything was created for us for the different entities that we created. Now we will make sure that MongoDB is running. So we'll run MongoDB, and why not, instead of running two commands, why not just include the keycloak at the same time. So that way I include both application in the same startup. So both Docker will be recreated or started. In the case of Docker, it has been recreated because we changed the keycloak version and we include different files in it. That's why you recreated it. And in the case of the MongoDB, it's exactly the same arguments. So basically there's no change for the MongoDB, so just kept the same one that we were using yesterday. That being done, we can start the Maven wrapper, which will build and start the application. Now we're good to go. The application is running. So let's take a look at it. So basically, I will start with signing in as admin. And we'll take a look at the entity. So we were having the mission and a space 7 being launch or landing. and we have some mission record. So we can go on the mission record. There's no record done. There's no fake data in the MongoDB. The SQL can have fake data, but not the MongoDB. We'll create a mission. This one will be perseverance and a small description. And at that point, we can view this record. Okay, we can also edit the record, even delete. And we can also add space event. Adding a space event, let's say that we have rover on Mars, which was last week. The rover successfully landed, so that's fine. We need a picture because it's mandatory. And that is a landing. No, that is a landing, not a launch. And the mission is perseverance. So I got the list of mission because there's a relationship between the two. Now I can save those record and I can keep them for edition later on. So that's fine. We see that very easily we have these form, which may not be exactly what you need for the final project, but it's pretty good start for your project to get something working and to modify to suit your need. In the upcoming video, we'll take a look at the Java that was generated, and we'll take a look also at the vue.js application that was generated for those entities. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and you find it useful. If you find it useful, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can receive the upcoming video in this series. Thank you very much and happy generation.